Do it.
It's time. It's time. It's time again for
your underwater video review oder so.
Close, but not really. Okay, let's do it anyways. Hey there underwater filmmakers, welcome back to the channel. Great to see all your smiling faces again for yet another episode of reviewing your underwater films. And of course I have got Sebastian with me today again because he doesn't have any other place to be, so he comes and hangs around in my studio. But it's always nice to have you here.
Thank you.
Next time you could bring some beer, by the way.
All right.
Okay, so we are watching a film and reviewing a film. Whose film are we watching?
We're watching today the film of Jørgen Birkhaug, and he is, he filmed now I have to look it up because I cannot remember. It's the Estime Begonia in Flam, Norway. I hope I pronounced it the right way. But without any further ado, let's jump right into it.
Let's jump right into it and see what Jørgen has created for us here. Here we go. Nice, we got some establishing shots. It's also always good. Nice transition, I like that. There's probably not much in between the surface and the actual wreck there. Oh, wow.
Rebreather?
Rebreather diving.
Cool.
The big boys. The big boys are out to play. It's a nice idea not to use any lights yourself, but just
like off camera.
Have the entire lights, all the lights positioned on the other diver. Also a good way to avoid backscatter.
Yeah.
Okay. Seems like you enjoyed it a lot down there, Jørgen.
Quite big, huh?
Yeah, it looks rather big. That's a really cool shot.
With the natural light and the artificial light.
Very epical music.
Oh, very nice.
Wow, yeah, that's a very cool shot. It's the reflection. Nice. Oh, wow. And the leaf at the end. Alright, well done, Jørgen, with this film of yours of the begonia. Really nice to watch. Should I go or do you want to?
Go ahead.
Alright, okay, so you get a few more minutes to think about your feedback. I enjoyed it, Jørgen, thank you very much for that. What I really liked is the compactness of the film. That's what we're actually looking for here. We're looking for contributions for films that are in the 3 to maybe 5 minute sort of length, and your film fitted perfectly in there. It had a story, it was a dive on that specific wreck, and you showed specific pieces of that wreck throughout the dive. I really enjoyed that there was actually an establishing of the entire movie. So you showed us first where you were outside of the water, and then you started with a shallow water shot before then going straight down to the wreck, which was, in my opinion, worked perfectly for me. Down on the wreck, I know oftentimes when it's, you know, really dark and deeper down, it's difficult to get these wide angle shots and get them perfectly lit so that you can get the expression across of how big the wreck really is, the dimensions and all that sort of stuff. I think it was a great idea to keep your buddy, or use your buddy who also had a camera with him, and use his light to light up the wreck rather than you trying to use your own lights, if you even had any lights with you. Because I think from what I saw in the lights of your buddy, it would have caused a lot of backscatter and you would have had a lot of troubles with that. So well done on avoiding all these issues by just using the lights of your buddy rather than your own ones. Sometimes it can help to establish that sense of perspective between the wreck and the diver, to go a little further down and just film the diver itself against the wreck, so you can have a comparison of how big the whole thing is. I think this worked great with the cargo hold that we saw once, because there you could really see how big this ship is. On most of the other angles, it wasn't really clear to me how big it was. When I first saw the bow of the ship, it seemed to me like a much smaller ship than what it apparently is. So maybe try to get 1 or 2 more of these shots into the story. Other than that, I would also try to focus a little more on the details. You did show some details, but I think it would have been really cool to go even closer, maybe even get some macro shots of, you know, I don't know, some of the piping there, maybe some of the vents or whatever you could have found down there. Try to get some more macro-ish shots to mix it up a little more with that. The whole idea with calling into the wreck and answering back out, and then the talking underwater, that was actually really funny. I giggled a little bit when we saw that, so that actually hit the spot there. That was cool. And then the ending I found really nice with that last shot of the diver and the reflection as he was going to surface back after the dive. That was a nice roundup of the entire dive. Yeah, cool, well done.
Yeah. I just kind of agree with Matthias.
You can or you can't?
I can.
Okay.
It's a very nice, entertaining video to watch. Very nice shots, and as I said, I just agree with Matthias. Just like you can try some, if you want to try some new stuff. I think maybe using an additional light or maybe a torch, just to give your buddy a little bit of light, to get a little bit more structure of him, because the advantage is you don't have any backscatter and you have very clean picture, but the side where the diver is most of the more or less pitch black, so it would be nice to have a little bit more contrast in there, a little bit more detail. This would just make it more appealing. Well, other than that, I think in one of the last videos we talked about that already, is preparation is key. and part of the preparation would be cleaning the lens. And we said already it happened so often to us that we forgot it. But it's yes, I'm angry when I come out with my footage and I have like dots of dust on the lens or on the sensor, and it's just it takes a minute to check it and or clean it, and you can avoid it and have like these dust dots on your footage. I agree. Just well, another tip would be, I think the music was very epic, very heroic to push it. It's okay. You can do that. I liked it. If you want to push it further, you can use like more sound effects, like the cracking of an old ship underwater, stuff like this, just to carry the story even more. And that would be just, I don't know, minor improvements if you want to try stuff like that. Yeah, for sure.
Because you started off very well. There was some sound effects at the beginning when we heard, I think it was a radio or something that was going off just as we saw the establishing shot, and you can carry that throughout the entire time of the film anyways. But I think other than that, it was a nice piece of underwater imagery, well executed. Thank you very much, Jørgen, for submitting this film and letting us review it here in this series. If any one of you guys has a film that you want us to review within this series, feel free to send us a link to the uploaded film to, for example, YouTube or Vimeo or some other platform, to contact@matthiaslebo.com, and we'll be more than happy to review it. Please just keep in mind that we do have quite a few submissions that are in the queue, and we just go one by one, and it might take us a few weeks until we get to your submission. But nevertheless, feel free to send us your videos. We'll be more than happy to review them, and hopefully not just you, but other people watching these reviews can learn something from those videos. That's about it from me for today. Your closing word?
Well, guys, if you liked the video or you found it entertaining, hit that like button or the notification bell to get announced if any new video comes out with reviewing new underwater footage. And we see you next time. Happy bubbles.
Happy bubbles. How could they find these videos entertaining? We are just babbling around.
I don't know, maybe they do.
Maybe you do. If you do, let us know down in the comment section below. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.